What are your dreams? What are your wants? Do you want to grow your business? Help you crush your goals personally, professionally, and financially? Just join the conversation. What's up, everybody, man? Happy holidays. Thank you so much for joining the call. The Growing with the Grossi call. Is this the last one of the year? It's not the last one of the year. It almost was the last one of the year. But welcome to the car, one of the newcomers and those watching the recording. I'm so blessed, so honored to have you all with me. These calls are really meant about defining the game, right? They're meant to figure out how you can play this game we call life and how to truly get started. In our last conversation, we highlighted that faithful wavering is important, right? We highlighted that you understand setting out the journey. How do we do this to remain faithful while staying open to unlimited possibilities and even new possibilities to show the strength of your character, and will help you remain agile and adjusting in life changes. And if everyone knows how to adjust in life, it's probably me. But hey, you always got to be moving. You got to be caused and creating. And my intention is that any way, shape, or form through my journey and through us growing together is that I'm going to help you in any way by just showing you what I've done, why I strive to do every day, what I try to do every single day. Even when I fail, I get back on the horse and I challenge it. So these calls are about taking something out of this. And that's my hope. Can you take some of the tips and tricks and start implementing them in your life? Because life is nothing but a trick, man. You got to trick your mind every day. You got to trick yourself every day to get motivated, to get moving, right? Just a thumbs up if you guys understand that. First of all, thank you so much. Ken K, welcome to the call. Mario, welcome to the call. Andreas, Guy, Shan, Christine, Sharon's on the call today. I mean, even Sharon jumped on the call. So thank you so much for jumping on. I know my mother-in-law there, Sharon, she's right, got her knee propped up. She can barely see me, but I can see her. She's on the call today. I'm Dr. Bobby Grossi, born and raised in Flint, Michigan, but really, I used to classify myself as born from a single mom, and a single mom raising 3 kids. And I've had great mentors and people in my life. My whole time I've had, from Sharon to my father-in-law, to my wife, to my kids, people move me every single day. And I don't want to, when I say who I am, I should change who I am. I'm a lot of things, just like we're all a lot of things. And I want, if you take something out of this, don't ever classify something as that's who you are. You are many things. You are an unstoppable force. You are people that can change the world. You are people with unlimited superpower that I hope through these calls you can find out. So I'm not going to talk about my background as much, because I really want to focus on growing with you. And I want to focus on where we are going together. So this week we're talking about your mindset and how do you truly shift your mindset? Because guys, we all get hit with obstacles. We all get hit with struggles every single day. We battle ourselves every single day, and we're probably our worst critics. But shifting your mindset is the key factor to success, as it encourages thought-provoking changes, not only in your outlook in life, but how it gives you fresh perspectives that can bring you to the next level of growth. And that's what really life's about, is how do you, like, we talk about New Year's resolutions, we talk about changing, we talk about all these things. Really what you need to ask yourself, forget about something that you're going to break a promise in a month. You know, Ken, if you were going to ask yourself a question, I'm talking directly to you, like, how am I really going to go to the next level next year? That's what people should address in January when we're focusing on how to go to the new year. What is it to me this year that I don't like about myself? And don't think of your outer appearance, because that is something that we can all change. But you almost got to work on your mindset internally before that becomes a new habit. Do you understand with the thumbs up? You got to go into your own head and you got to commit every single day of in your own mind that I'm going to be this by this time. And Richie Dolan, who some of this stuff is off Richie Dolan's content that I'm blessed to have as a mentor and as a coach. But Richie Dolan talks about creating a future every day, but it starts in your mind. That's what we have to realize. This is particularly important when faced with obstacles. Like, what am I going to do? What is the challenge I got to overcome? Is there fear? Will I be willing to shift my mindset and just try something new? Guys, ask yourself this question. Forget about 2022, as successful as it was or non-successful as it was. Am I willing to shift my mindset to get something new? That's what you got to ask yourself. Am I willing to go do something different than what I did for 20 years? Am I willing to make a change in my life that I'm not getting results in, that I'm willing? What do they say? I think Tony Robbins says, burn the boat, or just, how do you get something different in your life? You just do something different. Like, it's not this hard, right? Like, if you want something to change, you must change within yourself, but it starts in your mind. It always starts in your mind. Shifting your mindset will help you approach the challenges at different angles. It opens up your minds. It allows you to tap into your inner resiliency and creativity, which will spur innovations necessary to give you the long-term success. That's how important it is. Allowing yourself the flexibility to shift your mindset will equip you with the foresight needed to anticipate and overcome any present or any struggle or any negative situation in your life. I promise you. I go through stuff every single day. I had a call with Ken the other day, and he saw me. I was probably at a low point. I said, man, instead of him, me telling you everything it was about, I just said, man, I got to get my mind right. I got to get refocused. It's one of those things where I just got to go internally and figure it out. And guys, have you ever been dark in your life? When everyone says, where did you go? Anybody ever been dark? What I mean by dark is, you ever kind of shut out the outside world before? Thumbs up with that? Of course. And what you're doing, really what I hope you're doing, and when I go dark, I always say I went dark. I'm trying to figure out internally before I say it externally, what is it that I really want? I'm trying to figure it out internally. And the reason why I want to figure it out internally, because I don't want my emotions to overcome everything. I still struggle with this because I'm Italian. I really believe that God gave me 2 mouths and 1 ear. That's an Italian joke, because we speak twice as much as we listen. I'm really working on that. But I'm very passionate. I always tell people I love hard, I play hard, I work hard, and I play with passion. So sometimes I have to dive down internally and control my mind, and AKA go dark. So therefore I know what I really want. Thumbs up if you understand that. Cool. So what is mindset? Mindset is the key to creating and believing in an exciting, fulfilled life. Hear what I just said there. It is the key to creating and believing an excited, fulfilled life. So many of us, we were just on a call, I was on a call today earlier with Richie, and he talked about living or being alive. He talked about living or being alive. And there's a big difference. A lot of people live every single day. We all wake up, we live, and they stay in their comfortable pajamas, and they sit on their couch, and they watch their Netflix, and all they are in survival mode. This is not the mindset I'm talking about. I'm talking about the mindset where you want to be alive. I'm talking about the mindset where you truly want to make an impact, not only in your life, but others' lives. Like, that's the mindset you got to have. What is it that you want to accomplish next year? Like, I love this topic now because I'm leading you to where we're going in the 2023, right? Having the right mindset can determine whether you stay on this journey or challenge a new opportunity, right? Do you take risks? Do you stay within boundaries? Or even with circumstances seen beyond your control, like, what do you do? It's important to remember that we can always choose growth-focused outlook with limitless possibilities. I just said earlier, you guys all have superpowers. You first have to believe that anything is possible. I don't care about your parents. I don't care about your upbringing. I don't care about your financial status right now. That has nothing to do with where you can go. Nothing. You could be a billionaire right now and you can be broke tomorrow. You can be broke today and be a billionaire tomorrow. I promise you, there's stories out there all the time. It's the mindset. It's what is it that you want to cause and create. Even if is there a chapter in your life that's closing? Cool. Close that chapter. Move on. Maybe you've outgrown that chapter, right? But what is your mindset when you look at that? Did you look at that, even if you close the chapter of your life, that it was a curse? Or did you look at it that it was a blessing? See, that's all part of mindset. It's how you look at things, how you view things. Emotional weakness to emotional. I mean, successful people recognize that the world we live in is a reflection of our belief system. Think about that. If we are the mirror of what we see, if our life is in a mirror of what we get back, or it's a reflection of what we get back, then you got to understand that. Even if life throws you the unexpected curveballs, it can remain positive, right? Maintain control over your emotions and attitude. I struggle with this. Why am I sharing with guys with this? Because these are exactly the same things I struggle with, and I promise, if I struggle with it, you struggle with it. But if I ultimately regain the power over my life, and you can regain the power of your life by just controlling your emotions. See, what I love about dentistry and what I love about numbers, people say, why do you love numbers? Because numbers are factual. Numbers don't lie, right? When Grant Cardone talks about, hey, where do you really stand financially? They always say, look at your bank account. I mean, that's your record, right? We joke about it. Like Grant Cardone says that, well, where are you at? I talk about a wealth creation formula, which we haven't talked to you guys about how to increase, get income, increase income, save and invest. But that model, every time I spin around, even in my dental practice, I'm looking at it from factual, not emotional, right? So many times in life, we got to take all the emotions out and look at facts. Think positively. Think of ways you can want well-being and personal, like how do you become successful? Think positively. People who adopt a sunny attitude are more likely to experience greater happiness. It's true. I was doing dishes the other night, And I work a lot. People know me. I work 15, 16 hours a day sometimes a dentist during the day. Then I do the Growing with Grossi growth thing. I got the Dentist CEO brand. I got my Great Lakes Dental Design Inc. And then also I own Crumble Cookies. So I love Crumble Cookies. It sounds great when a dentist talks about that. It's just so funny when I say that. So what I did is I went home and I used to have this mindset, and I want you to, this is a mindset. Understand, it ties in, I promise. It's a mindset. And I used to get so frustrated that I would come home and the dishes wouldn't be done. But Jay Shetty one time is Think Like a Monk, great author, guy I would love to meet one day. He's just an amazing dude. I don't know him personally, but reading his stuff, he just seems amazing. And he talks about just do things with a positive attitude. What do you love? What do you love to do? And just act like you're doing that and you love it. So I started singing as I went home to clean the dishes at 10 o'clock at night. I really started singing, and it just created a happiness in me. I didn't think about the chore. I didn't think about anything. I tricked my mind to believe I was in the happiest place alive. So it diminished my anxiety, and actually improved my physical health because I wasn't holding on to anything burdened, right? All of which makes achieving the goals even easier. I washed the dang dishes. It was beautiful. So that's where thinking positively, having a greater outlook, right? It is awesome. It's amazing. It changed everything. They are, people that have this positive can-do attitude, sunny day attitude, they're viewed as a better company. What could be more beneficial on the path towards attaining ambitions than having established strong relationships along the way? Nothing. So that is the power of a negative thinking person switching to positive thinking. And then you got the fixed mindset, right, versus growth mindset. And what do you mean by fixed mindset, right? A lot of people don't believe that they can change or improve. It's fixed. It's been embedded in them since they were a kid. That's why I wrote the book. If you don't know, Destiny's Not Hereditary. I don't have a fixed mindset. I said it earlier. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter where you start. It's how you finish the dang thing. I know a lot of people on this call. I know a lot of people in life that they'll start something, AKA the New Year's resolution, right? They'll start it, but they don't finish. I also know people that are too afraid to start. But then I know the people that have started and finished anything they say to, which we talk about integrity, which is a different story. But a lot of people also believe the only reason they don't go after something is because nobody else in their family or close circle has ever done it. Just with if you understand this, what do you think I would say? Somebody put in the chat what they think I would say to that response. Somebody put in the chat what they think I would say to somebody that said that to me. Anybody. If you can do it. I can see some people can do it, some people can't. Let me see. All right. I don't know if I can't see the chat right now, so I don't know if people responded. But if you did, here's what I would say to people that say, well, nobody's done it in my family before. Well, why not be the first? What's stopping you from being the first? Let me give you an example. Was anybody ever a dentist in my family, ever in the history of my family, ever? The answer is no. Did anybody in my family ever do certain things that I'm doing? No. So why not be the first? There's always the person that can reinvent the wheel. There's always the person that can take something. Or surround yourself with people. Surround yourself with people that you want to be and go have their mindset. Say, what are you doing? Ken, how do you get up every morning? Guy, how do you do this every day? Hey, Sharon, what is it that gets you to move to the next level? Start being a lab rat. Start asking the questions to get your mind right, even if you don't have it. Because they're going to give you results and give you the belief system that you can too. There's no difference between anybody on this call from a 1%er to the 99%er. It's all about mindset. It's how you think. People with a fixed mindset believe that they cannot improve and grow, and they're stuck in the way they are. That is truth. They limit their potential and keep them from reaching their full potential. It's serious. Look at cities upon cities, generations upon generations, and you will see the same thing. It's a fixed mindset. I hear people all the time, oh, don't do this, you might lose. Don't do this, this might go broke. Don't invest in here, that's idiotic. Don't do this, don't do that. Why? To stay safe? To live? To be exactly like you? To get the results out of your life that I hear you complain about every single day? Why would I want to do that? See, I want to be something different. But with a growth mindset, when you finally have a growth mindset, you believe that you'll be rewarded way beyond belief, way beyond your work. You know that you can develop new skills, improve relationships, and grow. You look at challenges as opportunities, not obstacles. So I know a lot of people on this call. I know Ken Case has a growth mindset. I know Mario has a growth mindset. Andreas has a growth mindset. I know Sharon does, and Christine. There's a lot of people on this call that have growth mindsets, but we also know the people with fixed mindsets. And those are the people really in the holiday season we should pray for. Or you should reach out to, seeing this is growing with Grossi and we are an extension of each other. I'm just the trunk of the tree. You're my branches and leaves. We should extend our help to other people, basically saying, hey, let's get you out of that fixed mindset. Let me show you the possibilities. And then there's expectations to appreciation, right? Frustration and disappointment can be a thing in the past when you make an appreciation for your goal instead of expecting from your goal. Like appreciate that, appreciate when you get something done, not expect it done. Like stop yourself and really be genuine. Like, man, I really hit this expectation. Be genuine and appreciating everyone around you. When experience life with joy in every turn, rather than pinning for something else over which we have no control. Just experience and love and appreciate what you have around you. That might be some of my downfalls. Sometimes I don't appreciate everything I have because I'm constantly trying to push forward. I'm constantly trying to break the shackles of my past. I'm breaking things that might have held me down in the past. I'm trying to be a different version of myself every day, but I don't stop and truly appreciate my growth. I don't stop and truly appreciate the things in my life all the time. And look, I'm telling you this because when I share this with you, I want you to think about things in your life that you're not truly appreciative for. Big changes lead to are required just to small adjustments. Have you ever felt like, guys, have you ever felt stuck in any way, shape, or form in a particular way of thinking? Anybody? Just with a thumbs up if you ever felt stuck. Right. So Tony suggests the 2-millimeter rule for turning with your perspective around. Even your slightest shift can reshape how we view our life. And it doesn't look overwhelming commitment to make that change, just a minor adjustment over time. Let me say it in a different way. When I used to pitch on the baseball mound, I say this, I'm a big baseball guy. I've used this analogy before. When I was watching my ball move, because my ball would move left or right, depending on the day. I know it sounds crazy. I can't always control the movement of my ball. It was kind of nasty, but I just couldn't control the movement. So I knew that if I was literally missing by a foot or 2 feet, I knew that if I just changed my position on the rubber, made a small change of what I was doing, I would get massive movement. And so many times in life, people get stuck and they get a fixed mindset because they think they need to have these big changes in their life. And the reality of it is it's not. It's not. You need the small changes. It's the small, subtle habits that you do every day that keep you stuck. It's the small behaviors that you do every single day that keeps you stuck. I say this to my team all the time. How you do some things is how you do everything. How you do some things is how you do everything. And when you cut a corner over here, there's a major impact over there. When you cut a corner, when you shave something, when you stop meditating, when you don't do your 200 push-ups like you say you're going to do, when you do that habitually, and when you just do something a little bit different, you get a massive change throughout a year. That's why they always say to you, think, start small, but think big, but then start small. It's incremental, not monumental. These little changes you do every single day. It wasn't, look, dude, this is a 2-year evolution of Bobby Grossi. We call it, me and Richie Doan and Ken K call it Bobby 2.0. I mean, I need to be Bobby 2.5 now in a minute, or 3.0. But the reality of it is this has been a 2-year process. This is nothing that you're going to do. You're not going to shift your mindset overnight. You're not going to stop cultures of everything that you do in your life overnight. That is not going to happen. It takes work. It takes discipline. It takes commitment. Your mindset, I'm programmed the same way. And all these negative beliefs, my gatekeepers popped up. It popped up today when I was talking to Richie. He goes, pause. Literally, it was like a Spider-Man web slinging it at me. Stop. I'm stopping you in your tracks. And you laugh when I say that, but that's what it was like. It was like Iron Man putting his freaking hand out. He's like, dude, stop. Your gatekeepers are talking. And I joke about it because it's like, boom. I felt like he went through the Zoom screen and hit me in the face. But we're going to have these things that rake their head. And because everything that we're going after, everything, I want to say this, forget about the mindset for a minute, because he said something so profound that if I don't share it on this call, then I feel like I'm letting the world down. So I have a little nugget that he gave me I want to share to you. He says, you give out so much love. Like you are just a guy that gives out love. And that's why he said I mentioned Jay Shetty. And the reason why you give out so much love is because that was the one thing that you were searching for way back as a kid, that unconditional love. And you want to make sure nobody ever feels that. I'm paraphrasing it. What is the thing that you keep expressing out that you need to look in your mind and say, what is it? What is it that you keep giving to other people That's really why you give to other people, is because that's what you still hurt out inside. That's what you wish you have inside. That's why affirmations to me are so big. When people tell me they love you, it means so much to me. When Ken K says, man, you're doing a really good job, or it makes sense now. It makes sense. But my coach, Richie, had to go, I'm like, well, the only reason why I do this is because X, Y, Z. Well, it was my gatekeepers talking. So where is it in your life that you had this superpower for, that you just want to change the world in? I'll bet you if you look deep within your core, that's actually one of the things you never had. So I want to share that with you. It's actually pretty amazing. I just want to share with you. But hey, how do you change your mindset? There's 5 ways. 5 ways you're going to change your mindset, improve your life by reshaping and thinking with these 5 easy tips, right? This is how you're going to transform your mindset. There's just 5 tips. Develop an empowered outlook, increase self-belief, and open up a new world of possibilities. So you know me, I always got to give you some tips, right? Challenge, ready? I know this sounds crazy. This goes internal again, right? You got to start with yourself before you can ever change the world or change other people. It starts with you. It begins and ends with you, like it's you. Challenge your limiting belief system. And what do you mean by challenging your limiting belief system? Like if somebody told you this and you believe that, go do the opposite. I'll give you a good example of me. My belief system was that if I invested money, I would lose money. That's what somebody told me. Save, never spend. Save, never spend. That is the farthest from the truth. And that was in my belief system. That's the farthest from the truth. People say, just live comfortably. If you want to be an average, hey, you're absolutely correct. Just save and don't ever spend and be a miser. Don't change the world. And I'll bet you 10 years from now, you're going to be making the same money you made before. Just telling you the facts. But if you truly want to go to the next level, you got to do something different. Another belief system. I believe because my mom had no money that I probably wouldn't have any money. It's not true. That was a limiting belief system until I started doing something different, right? Face your fears. One of my biggest fears has always been a fear of loss or failure. So what do? I keep pushing forward to new ventures, and I don't look at now as a failure. Face your fear. Hit them head on. I promise you they're false. We talked about your gatekeepers, fear, judgment, and ego. They're just here to help you. They're just here to kind of keep you safe. Don't be safe. Shift your perspective on things. Look at it from a different point. Change how you talk to yourself. It's so funny. We can love other people, but we don't love ourselves as much as we love other people. Shame on us. This is our temple. This is our life. And then last, get support. So 5 beliefs. Challenge your limiting belief system. Face your fears. Shift your perspective. Change your self-talk and get support. Guys, embrace a new perspective. Challenge yourself to break out of the conventional thinking and unlock your greatest power, your potential. Improve your life by reshaping your thinking. Write it down in the planner and submit it. Challenge yourself to break out of who you are. Who is it that you want to be in 2023? Who is it that you truly want to become in 2023? Who is the person that internally is holding yourself back? What is your belief system? How can I shift it? What are the things you can do today to make sure you aren't the same way tomorrow? How do I become the best version of myself? If you truly want to grow, get this done. Get this done because I'm here to help. I'm here to help. You have the unlimited power within you to change anything you have in your life. Unlimited power. It's how you view things. Even if you have to change chapters in your life, it's not death. It's a new growth. Even if we talk about this, you can plant a seed, I can plant a seed, but that seed needs to get nurtured and needs to be watered. And sometimes life doesn't happen on your timetable and it's a struggle. And you think life's not fair. I get it. I've been there. I've done it. Right? I get it. I totally understand. Everyone thinks life's not fair. And you're right. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's hard. But I can tell you this. If you view things outside of yourself with a different mindset and you are truly here to serve others and make a greatest impact in another's life, you'll look yourself pity. We have this thing in baseball that always says, get your mind right. Get your mind right. Somebody would make an error on a field and they would put their head down, and that means they're self-absorbed and only thinking about themselves. And I get it. I get it. But only give yourself 10 minutes, 15 minutes to have a pity party for yourself and then get your mind right. Like, what is the best version of Shandell? What is the best version of Guy? What is my true intention? Move through life with massive intention. Move through life with massive purpose. And I promise you, your perspective will change. You'll get great things in your life. What is holding you back is your vision of you. What's holding you back in life and not getting you to the next level is your mindset. If you're a victim, you're always going to be a victim. I always tell my kids, you're always right. When they tell me they can't do something, you know the magic part of it? You're always right. You are the fruit of your words. You're the power of your thoughts. Why not think great? Why not think positive? Why not cause and create anything you want through your mouth, through your words, manifestation? Say it out loud. It's important to me. So share that with people. Hey guys, was this call good for you? Little thumbs up. Was this okay? All right. I really hope I'm making the greatest impact in your life like you're making in mine. Guys, I love you to the utmost ability of my heart. I cannot wait. I hope you guys all have a blessed, blessed, blessed Christmas. Enjoy it with your family. Enjoy it with your friends. Enjoy it with your loved one. And understand this. Understand this. There's only one you. You might as well share it for the world. Let the world see the badass you are. Let the world see what you're truly capable of. Let the world see the best version of you. And matter of fact, why don't you let yourself see the best version of you? Why don't you be the difference maker, not only in your life, which would be magical, but many people's lives? Guys, I love you. I cannot wait. Next week, we're going to talk about being committed to personal growth. But discover new ways, guys, to be the unstoppable force you are. Discover new ways to reinvent yourself. I want you to focus the next week and a half, 2 weeks before this year up and say, you know what it is? What is the one thing I've always wanted to accomplish? What is the one thing I've always wanted to do? What habits must I create today to be that best version? And you'll be the unstoppable force, I promise. Much love, guys. So next week, we're talking about being committed to your personal growth because it's the most important thing. We'll talk soon. I love you guys. Have a blessed holiday.